Okay guys, this is just a short interim video. I'll just wait for a couple of things to be delivered before I go on and do another video, but it's been a little while, so this is literally just a short video to show you what I'm doing. Today I went out and I picked up from the local wood a load of birch bark. Now birch bark is fantastic. You've probably heard me talk about it on the Long Dark, and probably heard me talk about it before in the past as well, depends. Birch bark is really useful in starting a fire. It's full of natural oils that will help take a spark. It smells really nice as well, and even when it's wet like it is at the moment, it will still light. Obviously I'm inside, so I'm not going to do that, but I just want to make it just a little bit better. I just want to dry it out before I start cutting it up, start tearing it apart to make better tinder, basically. I'm not going to wait for it to dry out naturally, primarily because it'll probably just rot by then. So I'm just going to build myself just a basic little drying kiln. Now I'm going to use a tuna tin, a couple of tent pegs, 400-gram can, and then a candle. Now obviously the candle's going to go in the tin itself, in the tuna tin itself, but what I'm going to do, and in fact you can probably figure out what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take all the birch bark as it stands, I'm going to roll it up because it's nice and flexible. Make sure I get all of it. Just off to the camera, off to one side of the camera here. Roll it up and put it in the tin. Now, some people will go, well, isn't that the same as making birch tar or charcoal or something like that? It is, but there is one big primary difference between what I'm doing here and making charcloth, charcoal, and getting birch tar. The tin is going to stay open. Now, if you wanted birch tar or charcloth, charcoal, something like that, you'd have to get a tin that you could seal. The idea with charcoal and charcloth, stuff like that, is you burn it without oxygen. Now, if you want me to show you me making some charcloth or some charcloth, basically, I can make charcoal. Then feel free to leave that in the comments. It's a little bit of an involved process, but I can do it. In the meantime, let's get the candle lit. Be ideal if I move that out of the way, and that candle. Now this is just something that I've been doing for years. It's just melting the wax on either side of the wick. Just helps the candle light a little bit easier. So now that I've done that, let me readjust the camera slightly. Put 2 tent pegs on. And that's it. So the heat from the candle will just nice and slowly dry off the birch bark. It'll create a little bit of steam. Shouldn't catch fire, and if it does, I've got fire prevention methods here anyway. Yeah, and that's basically it. There are a couple of other things. I'll move this very slowly out of the way. Couple of other things that I've been working on. One of them is these. This is a fire lighter. I'll show you how I made that at a later date. I have sealed it with some candle wax at each end, as you can see. It's quite a messy job, but it's worth it in the end. It is worth it. And the other thing I'm doing also involving candles, is this. Now, I'm slowly melting down some candle wax, and the idea is that I'm going to turn this into a tuna can stove. I've seen these on the internet, I've seen them on YouTube, I just want to try it myself. But the first thing I need to do is melt this down, melt the wax down. I need to put a few more candles in there, and then take it from there, see what it's like. I don't think it's that efficient, but I am willing to try it. So we'll see how that goes. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you hopefully in the next video. Bye.